grumpy old dude.
What's going on, everybody?
I hope you could talk through that thing on your mouth there. Is it like a sensor? Is it going to work?
Well, I don't know. What am I allowed to say on this channel?
Oh, I'm not monetized. You can say anything you want. And
Okay.
since the chat can't reach you, touch you, or do anything to you, I guess you're free to do it. Say whatever you want. Like I can't even get to you. So yeah. It's like the internet. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, that little thing on my avatar doesn't do a goddamn thing. So
No. As your recent Twitter suspension would say, it's nice to have you back, though. It was good to see you back out there. But
yeah, I guess, trying to build my Twitter account once again because people are cowards.
Yeah, I will put. I'll put your new link down there, and we'll find your friends again for you. But one day we'll have to sit. It's probably going to be a really long conversation, and you can just tell me about all your Twitter bans because I've heard there've been a lot. It's like a lifelong story.
Well, there hasn't been that many. There's only been 3, but
only 3.
It's been 3 within 2 years. So,
well, that's kind of a lot for 2 years. It's like, but they're momentous, right? They are.
It's less times that I've been to jail.
Well, there you go. Well, there's hope. There's hope, right? There's hope. So, okay. So, old grumpy dude. Grumpy old dude, forgive me. I get it wrong. Are you ready to find out if somebody's an asshole? Well, besides us,
Yeah, I mean, us, I know I am. So let's go see who else is being an asshole.
Yeah, well, you did read the thumbnail, right? It's definitely advertised. Only assholes can come up here and talk and read the assholes. Yeah, it's like everybody who comes up here. It's called 2 Assholes Read Asshole Reddit Reddits. Like it's not trying to hide anything at all. So
always honest.
Okay. It's the best way to go. Who's got time for all that other bullshit, right?
That's right.
It's like you don't have too much to keep track of if you're not being honest. So I don't got time for that. So here we go. Am I the asshole for demanding X introduces me to fiance that will be step parent to our children? Okay, you ready? X and I are married for 15 years. We have 2 kids, amicable divorce, and things have been going fine with issues only popping up periodically. X is now engaged. Fiancé has been living in the house for at least 2 years. We have split custody of our children, who are 9 and 11. I get the discomfort with me meeting the new SO. I even tolerated me being kept away from the house, aka not picking up or dropping off the kids or something left behind or forgotten. But now that they are engaged, it is only right for me to meet the person who will be my kid's step-parent, yet my ex disagrees. I would rather meet the fiancé face-to-face, prearranged, instead of a surprise at an event for the kids. I thought it would be the best for the kids if they saw all the adults could communicate and function with each other. The ex disagrees. The ex has recently informed me that I am no longer allowed to work with the kids to get presents for my ex for birthdays or holidays. The fiancé will be managing that now. 2 years ago, our youngest requested everyone, me, the ex's significant other, now fiancé, together for their birthday. I suggested I come over, sing happy birthday, eat a piece of cake, and then I'll be on my way and let them celebrate how they want. X said no. I get that X does not want to have me integrated with the new family structure, but isn't that impossible? The fiancé will work with the kids to buy presents, but can't attend school or sports events. Isn't that confusing to the kids? I am in full support of the engagement and gave congratulations cards and a gift. The kids are well aware I have been in full support of the relationship since the beginning. I want our kids to see healthy relationships, even if it is not the typical nuclear family structure. Am I the asshole? Are my expectations too high? Well, that was a mouthful.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple, though, don't you think?
I think it's pretty simple. Hey, listen, I'm not even waiting for somebody to get engaged or anything like that. If you're with somebody and they're living in the house with my child, I'm going to meet them.
Right. You because they've been living together for 2 years, right? And so, like, I don't understand why he hasn't seen this other person in 2 years.
Yeah,
like with the kids. Like, I don't know.
I'm not asking for permission. I'm telling you, I'm going to meet this person because they're not going to be around my kid without me knowing who they are.
This is true. Reagan, that could be terrible. That must have read so different if you thought I said eggs instead of eggs. Oh, wow. No, I don't know. You're going to have to go back. I don't even know if you're going to be able to vote on that one. It's a bad egg for sure. Dark Magician says, I think the real question is, why is he hiding the fiance from her? This is true. This is true. That's true. Why? 2 years. It makes me wonder what she's telling the new fiance about the ex and what's going on. See, we know nothing about how they split up, but he says they had a good relationship, right?
Yeah.
And so, I'm a little torn here, actually, and I do this often. Like, here's a secret, Grumpy. I'm a fence sitter. I got that picket right up my ass all the time. Because I don't want to judge like one way or the other without too much information. So I get a little uncomfortable. But I think in this case, I'm calling asshole all over. Like, yeah. I think fiance is an asshole for saying that he's now going to get all the kids' gifts for his new to-be wife. And I think wife X is the asshole for not getting these two to at least meet, especially if children are involved, just so that there's a comfortable environment for the kids. Because whether or not they act like they're keeping it from them, there has to be some kind of stress and questions on the children's minds, regardless of how much you reinforce it, if visibly they could see that there's no interaction between the two men at all.
Yeah, definitely. X and the new fiance are the assholes.
But I also think he's an asshole. And you know why? It's been 2 freaking years, and he's just now. Why is it different now that that they're getting married? He admits the man has been in the house for 2 years with his kids, and he has not pushed the issue for 2 years. And now all of a sudden, because he's going to put a ring on it, he's got an issue. So I don't think he's being honest. I think the writer of the AITA is hiding some other issues here. I don't think he's being honest at all. They
might not necessarily be an asshole. They might just be a coward.
Why get brave now? It's not like the kids' names are going to change. They're older. He's not adopting them. She's marrying his ex. That's it. Yeah. I don't know. So, all right, let's see. I think you think for a minute. I'm going to ask the chat. I'm pretty sure where I'm at with this one, but what do you guys think in the chat? Is the writer the asshole? The father who wants to meet the fiance after 2 years? Is the ex the asshole for not introducing them in the first place? Or 3, are they all assholes, including the fiance? Because I think it's a little rude for him to put down all these rules on the kids about their father. That don't sit well with me. And then, of course, number 4 is yay porn. Number 5, we still have the GoFundMe going for my strip club fund. and you guys know 8, number 8, because, Chris is always the asshole. All right, let's see. What do you think you're going to vote? You want to vote in the chat, or you want to tell me? You want to tell me? Or do both?
I'm always voting 8, regardless.
It's like my standard 4, 5, 8, and in this case 3, because hey, Chris voted for himself.
Of course he did, because Chris is an asshole. Who votes for themselves?
An asshole. Thank you, Chris. Way to get it going for us there. Thank you so much for that. Oh, God. And that's the only vote you have? Like, only Chris is the asshole there? Ed, come on. You got to choose between the other 3 glorious assholes we just talked about.
Oh, okay.
Or all. It's like one of them, 2 of them, or all of them.
3 was for all of them, right?
Yeah. 3
All
was for
right,
all.
yeah. We're calling all three of them assholes.
Yeah, that's where I was with it too, actually, because they all had issues. It's just like I don't understand why people just don't communicate. I could the kids are the only ones who are not the asshole. Paula, love I love what you're saying there, but you cannot put 69 in the chat without a phone number. It's a rule. It's a rule on the channel. It's one of the only rules I have. But it's like, so I'm just gonna let you know I do appreciate it though, because your answer is always 4. 4 is always a good answer. It gets us ready because it's Wednesday for Saturday. Okay, you ready for another one? That wasn't so hard, right?
No, that was an easy one.
That was an ego. Do you want a harder one, huh? Okay.
Sure, why not?
I don't know. I think I took it easy on you because you got to go to work and stuff. And I just nice like that sometimes. So sometimes, not always. So, and I'm going to throw you to the dog lovers of the world here now. Am I the asshole for being pissed with my dog phobic neighbor? For context, I live in an apartment complex that allows pets and has a weight limit of 75 pounds. So you can have a pretty good sized dog. A lady in my building is scared of big dogs and doesn't like big, old, mean dogs, like the one I have. My dog is a year old and about 50 pounds, doesn't have a single mean bone anywhere in his body. My issue with this neighbor is that if I walk my dog without a leash, doesn't matter how close or far away we are, she pitches a bitch fit about it. My rule of thumb is to let him off the leash if there's no one outside, and I just hold him. If there's a person, I just hold him if there's a person or dog I don't know. There's little lawns in front of the buildings where I can take him to do his business, so I don't have to walk him outside our community. I'm of the mind that if you don't like the dogs or are scared of them, live somewhere else that doesn't allow dogs at all or has a much lower weight limit. Pitching a fit about people walking their big dogs is like being mad there aren't vegan options at a barbecue joint. Am I the asshole?
Well, I mean,
You're squirming. You're squirming. I can hear it.
Well, is this old lady bitching about the dog or bitching about you're walking your dog without a leash?
Probably both, because that's an issue, right? I mean, I'm a dog lover, but don't come for me, people. But this guy is an asshole that wrote this one because he doesn't care about anybody else, and his dog is off leash. I don't care. He thinks he's 50 pounds is a big dog to somebody who doesn't like dogs, or is afraid of dogs,
Yeah, I mean, I get their point though. If you're afraid of dogs, don't live in a place that allows dogs.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that, but you got to have your dog on a leash. I'm sorry.
It does look like the chat doesn't agree with it, including that asshole Chris, if he's the one behind that account right now.
Oh yeah.
And if you're not, well, we're gonna call you an asshole for faking to be Chris while we're in here calling Chris an asshole.
That's right.
So he says, yes, she's the asshole. She should respect her neighbors and keep the dog on a lead. I agree 100% with that one. Jersey Jojo says, no leash. Sorry, you are the asshole. I agree. Yeah. Let's see. They didn't even get into this. Depends on if they pick up their dog poo. Yeah, because if they don't, they're definitely double asshole there. Can you be a double asshole? The semantics. I don't know. If it was a rural area, it would be different. But in a complex, leash. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Paula says, put a leash on your dog and a mask on your muzzle, moron. Ooh, comment award goes to Paula. Somebody throw that girl an award from the chat, like one of those emojis. She deserved it for that one. That was good. I'm going to have to agree he's being a dick. He knows he's afraid of the dog. He knows she's afraid of the dog. And in my opinion, he's taunting her. Exactly. Unveiling. Yeah. He is being like he's being what Jersey Jojo would say when you're more than an asshole. Like instead of a double asshole, we call them ass canyons.
There
Like,
you go.
yeah, we go. So, and there are almost every state has leash requirements. You have leash requirements by you?
Oh yeah.
I definitely
Yeah.
do. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Unless you got a fenced in yard, your dog's on a leash.
Yeah. It sounds like the chat's going to agree. It sounds like you and I are both that this guy is the asshole.
Yeah.
Number one, if the writer is the asshole and he's the guy with the dog without the leash. Number two, if the woman who's bitching a fit because of the dog is the asshole. And then there is no, if they're both assholes, number three. Four is yay porn. Five is the GoFundMe. And yeah, Chris, here's number 8. That's yours. That's yours, love. We're going to get you trending for sure.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I'm going to change mine here. One.
You're going to just do all 8s? No. I get nervous.
I got to go with 1 and 8.
1 and 8.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. That wasn't so painful, was it? That was easy. It's kind of, some of them are so easy to pick the asshole. It looks like almost everyone agrees with us that this guy is, and I was worried about this, people. I was going to say, don't come for me because I know we have a lot of dog lovers. I myself am a dog lover. My dogs are all 75 pounds each. And I love dogs. But still, you don't unleash, and other people are allowed to be afraid of them. Don't taunt them, like just because that's just terrible. Dogs are big. Dogs have teeth.
Well,
people can be afraid.
My wife Amber and I, we got a little dog. We got a Chiweenie. She only weighs like 20 pounds, but if we're not at the dog park or whatever, she's on a leash. Like, I mean, she wants to say hello to everybody and give everybody kisses and everything, but she's still on a leash.
Right.
Because not everybody wants to be around your dog.
Right. And isn't it safer for the dog too? I mean, we live in society now where there's roads and cars everywhere and just nasty dog nappers and other dogs that are vicious. It's just safer in general. Julianne says it's not a dog park. It's an apartment complex. She's not in the wrong for not having a dog. He's an asshole for not leashing his dog. Exactly.
Yeah.
And here's a good point, student says, if the dog bites, it gets put down. It's not worth taking the risk. It's not, because it's not good for your dog either. I mean, he's just an inconsiderate asshole. He's not just an asshole. He's like the specialty,
Yeah.
That's it. So, you're so reasonable. Why are you being so reasonable? You really are. You're not going to get yourself in trouble, are you, at all today?
Well, it's still early.
It is. I'm only on number 3, right? We got it. Can you hear me, Ed? Can you hear me calling the devil here? Yeah. Am I the asshole for being annoyed that our neighbor cut down trees and now wants payment? Yeah, see, I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you fired up eventually. Here we go. Hello. Moved into our new house about 6 months ago. Around that time, our next door neighbor approached and mentioned wanting to cut down a few old dead trees that divided our properties, but were on our side. He wanted to ask first since they were technically ours, and he also wanted to know if we would go halvesies on the cost, which was a couple of $1,000s. He said he had a friend with a tree company, and they would do it. My husband told him we would be open to the idea in the future, but they didn't discuss it further or agree on anything specific. Several months later, a truck shows up without warning, and our neighbor knocks, and I answer. He tells me he is about to cut them down and wanted to make sure we were still okay with them doing that and down to cover the cost for our half. I told him we were okay with the trees going, but probably weren't in a position to cover the cost right at that moment. He still cut the trees and now wants to be paid by Christmas. He was nice about it, but I'm angry that he wants money paid back soon when I told him we weren't in a position to do it right now.
Easy. Neighbor's an asshole.
Which one?
The one that wants the money. Listen, they told you they didn't have the money. You took it upon yourself. You wanted the trees down. They didn't care. They were like, sure, go ahead. We don't have the money to help pay for that right now.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
You sound just like another person I talked to this one about, where it says there's nothing legal there. He's just out. He's being an asshole. He's out the money. He did it anyway. Too bad. Too bad. Like, go cry in the wind,
much.
right? Yeah.
You know, you listen, failure to communicate. You're an idiot.
Exactly. He really was pushing to have them down. And even if there's like, we got into the discussion got even worse because we got into the legal end of it. And I don't know if you know, but I'm a little legal nerd. Like, I like to push the envelope on the real legal issue of something. So
right.
They were actually correct in informing me quite sternly that there's no damn contract here. No way. There's not an oral one. There's not a written one. There's no contract, because if a contract needs an accord, an agreement to do something, and an agreement with how to pay and when to pay. And so even though they had an agreement to do something, cut the trees down, they did not have an agreement on how or what to pay. That didn't happen.
Nope.
So no contract. And I had to agree with them. But then, I got all soft, fence sitter over here with that picket up my ass. I'm like, well, you got to live next to this person for a little while. Maybe you want to say, listen, I agreed to pay, but there's no effing way. All right, I'm paying you by Christmas, because I didn't make an agreement on when to pay or anything. I agreed I would pay, that we agreed it was only fair, but don't be pushing us or you're going to be pounding salt. That's the end of it, but because he is being pushy, and he really doesn't have a right to say when he agreed to do it without the money. In my opinion.
See, I'm that kind of asshole where, I'd be like, listen, you're the one that cut them down. I told you we'd discuss it in the future. You didn't want to discuss it with me. Now I'm not paying you nothing, period.
Exactly. And it's the wife. He had the agreement with the husband anyway. And I agree that, couples can speak for each other because you know what's going on and stuff like that. But he doesn't have an agreement for the payment. So he really should kind of be biding his time. The asshole Chris, under the heretical sign over there, I suspect, neither are assholes, but there has been a communication issue and they should pay. She should have said no to cutting it down, knowing that money had been discussed, and only said couldn't pay now. I kind of agree. She is saying she wants to pay. She's just pissed off he wants it by Christmas, and I'm sure that the husband also, because that was the agreement, said he agreed that they wanted them cut down, and that they would share the cost.
Not necessarily. The husband said they may be open to it in the future, and they would discuss it later on.
Mm-hmm.
And then the guy never came back to discuss it. He just decided to call his buddy and cut some trees down. Well, that's on you now.
Well, yes and no, because as right reverse, I probably messed up pronouncing that, so I apologize. But the funny thing is, they could make him pay them for cutting down their trees. LOL. You know what? In certain areas, yes, you can. In the United States, yes, you can. If they are impeding on your yard and you ask them to take care of it and they didn't, you can take them down and charge them for it. That can happen. Absolutely. If that's what you're referring to. Yeah, I concur. Absolutely. But I
think what they're referring to is they could take him to court and say, hey, this guy cut down our trees. He now needs to pay us for our trees so we can replant them.
Oh, maybe that too. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Sandy says, I would never let someone cut a tree on my property, not for their benefit. I keep them to block the asshole's view.
There you go.
These are good. There you go. And I don't play, and because I love trees, me too. If I don't want them down, I don't want them down. But someone in England told me that even if you cut the branches down that are hanging in your yard from somebody else's tree, like say it's on the property line, it's on their side, but the branches are on your side, and you want to cut them because they're hitting your car or something in your driveway or something, like often happens here, you have to return the branches to them. You don't own them. You're allowed to cut them, but then you got to give them back to the person that owns the tree, which I thought was absurd.
Yeah.
Is that a little? I don't know.
Sounds
That
fair
just seems.
enough to me. I'd cut
I
them
don't know.
down,
It's
throw them back in their yard. Here's your branches, asshole.
oh no. Oh, it's a Twitter thing. Oh no. This is it. Okay, let me see. Dead trees have to come down. What if there was a huge storm or something? They didn't organize it. Sounds like they're all hassles. Well, that's what we're kind of leading up to, aren't we, Belinda? Often we have that they are all assholes in these scenarios because they don't talk to each other. Again, communication breakdown. A couple of sentences would have fixed this whole thing. But no, nope. Righteous verse says yes, and they have to pay for how old the trees are. One guy had to pay his neighbor 6 figures because he cut a couple of his neighbor's trees down. She agrees with you. That's exactly what she was talking about.
Yeah.
It yes. Thank you for the information. And Lacey says, you can keep my dead broke branches though. Don't go over the pond. Don't go over to the pond because over there they're going to give you your branches back. Sandy says that pro tree cutters do not come cheap. Just saying. Fred did dump a tree on the house and hang a window makeover the road. Cost a pretty penny just to get it off the house and the road. I agree. We get that here on the East Coast all the time, Sandy.
I think that was a typo. I think that was supposed to say widow maker.
It could. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, the ones that hang right down.
Yeah.
I get those. I have a huge oak in the front, and it's near the street, and the branches go straight down. And sometimes after a windstorm, the little things are standing straight up in the ground, like
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like it's scary looking. Like it's like they were trying to get somebody. Trees
People,
can be.
Yeah, people think dead trees. It's a dead tree. How much damage can it do? Listen, a dead tree can still weigh a whole lot. It'll smash your freaking head in.
Right. And if you know it's dead and you leave it there, what about clauses in your own insurance that aren't going to pay for it because reasonably you should have taken care of it ahead of time and not caused such a big issue? They have those reasonable clauses in there that say you could have guessed reasonably that this was going to happen, so we don't have to pay for it. And I'm like, excuse me, what the hell is insurance for? Aren't you for the what ifs? Isn't that what insurance means? What if? Like, I'm paying you money. What if this happens? What if that happens? What if this scenario comes along? That's what it is. And then they got the nerve to put a reasonable clause in there. This is ridiculous. Yeah. To me, I think insurance companies in general are assholes. Don't come for me, people. Yeah. But that Amber chick said at least 5 times through our roof, and my car took care of it myself. It's selfish to not maintain your property, in my opinion, especially if it's causing damage. I agree. But, they could have, I wish they would have just talked, But that's it.
I'm blaming the neighbor to cut the tree down, though, because, the husband, she even said, the husband said we could discuss it in the future. He never went back to discuss it. He just called his buddy and had him come out there and start cutting trees. Well,
another very valid point. Kind of putting undue pressure on the other homeowner, right?
Yeah.
Got the tree guy right there with those big trucks are there. The engine's running. They got the cherry bucket out there. They're ready to go to work. And he's knocking on the door to get permission. And they're all ready to go. That's undue pressure. So I kind of agree with you. And the friend I talked to this about, that they need to back off about the money or they're going to be out altogether. I, as a reasonable neighbor, would like to work it out and just, say, hey, I'm not going to do it before Christmas, but I will get you your money. But, this is the situation. I told you, like, if you wanted money that day, you shouldn't have did it. Like, you did it. It's your friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only contract that exists is between the friend and the guy who cut the tree down, right?
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's the contract there. So let's go vote on this asshole. Is the writer the asshole, which is the wife who gave permission for them to do it, but is upset that they're asking for payment right away? If she's the asshole, number 1. If neighbor who cut down the tree and is pushing for payment without contract and kind of, being a jerk, if he's the asshole, number 2. If they're both assholes, number 3. Of course, number 4 is yay porn. 5 is the GoFundMe for the strip club. And number 8, let's get Chris trending. Chris, you're still going to be the asshole. Yep.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going with 2 and 8.
You're so reasonable. He stays completely away from the porn. Oh no, Tiny, DM me later. We'll talk. It must. Okay. So it looks like a lot of people think that the neighbor who cut down the tree is the asshole. My Beavers unit, you know the rules. You can't put 69 in the chat without a phone number. Don't make the mods come for you, girl. That's the channel rule. It's just not fair. We're all about fair and reasonable here. A little bit of humor. We're going to call out the assholes, but we got to be fair and reasonable. And you cannot put 69 in the chat without a phone number. That's just that's life. That's life. Got to fair it up. Don't you think, Ed? I mean, things just have to be fair.
They should be fair anyway.
It's like, I don't want to touch that, Claire. Could you just move on and get another thing up on the screen and get me out of that conversation?
Everybody always wants to talk about, oh, you got to be fair in life, blah blah blah. Listen, I'm not fighting fair. Like, no, if you want fair, don't come to me, because I'm gonna kick you where it hurts, and we're gonna be done with it.
And this is probably how it starts, right? You're not gonna we're not gonna have Twitter fights now, are we? We're not gonna.
Well, no. Sure. I mean, what the hell's the point of Twitter if you're not gonna fight with everybody?
Well, you see, you sound just like a whole bunch of my friends. The actual purpose of Twitter is discourse, not an accord. It's actually discourse. You should actually be having arguments and disagree. You should be going back and forth about stuff and fun. I do go back and forth with people on there, but usually in a fun way.
I purposely go on there to look for somebody saying something stupid so I can tell them you're a fucking moron.
You know what? I go on there and I'm that asshole that wants to correct their tweet and try to figure out what they're saying and look at the bad English, lack of punctuation, and all that other stuff, and then put like a paragraph that has nothing to do with what they're saying, with all big words that they got to go get a dictionary to look up. Because I want to be that asshole to them, but I only do it to the real trolls that I really like. Don't care for, like the ones I like. I don't do that too. But I have great respect for the troll game, though. If you're a good troll, if you're really good at it, like, and you make your points and you're just calling out something stupid, I'm all for it because it's funny as hell, and that's what Twitter's for. Like, I'm there for it. It's good. All right. Am I the asshole for not asking husband's permission before going to dinner with my family? Oh shit.
What?
Yeah. She said that. So my brother came. Yeah, I know, right? So my brother came and invited me to eat dinner with him and my dad. Given that we were going to a restaurant that was only 5 minutes away and that the only people that were attending were my family, I accepted his invitation under the assumption that my husband would be fine with me going. We all live together at the moment, by the way. When I went to invite my husband to go with us, he refused and got angry because I didn't ask his permission. I told him that, yeah, she said that. It's in quotes.
What?
I told him, I know. I told him that while I would understand if this was a situation involving friends, since this was family, that I thought how he was acting was not okay. And that since I had already agreed to go, that I would attend. And he got super passive aggressive. They told me not to ask for anything from him ever again, since I didn't care about his opinion. Am I the asshole for not asking his permission and going anyway?
No, absolutely not. What the?
I know.
Listen, man. Like, what the fuck?
I do not know. There's just not enough here. Like, I don't understand why he has an issue at all. I think maybe she purposely left some things out, like maybe he works at night and they only get an hour or two together during the day, and maybe he had something planned or they wanted to have dinner together. Who knows? But I cannot believe, and I know quite a few guys that are probably assholes somewhat like this, but not even like this. Like, I can't even imagine any male I know doing that unless they had a brain tumor or something.
Well,
like,
yeah, I've known some people like that. Yeah, my daughter was with someone like that. So
oh,
yeah,
yeah,
definitely the wife is not the asshole. No, you don't. Yeah,
no,
you don't need to ask permission to go to dinner with your family.
exactly. And they live together. They're all just going out to eat. They live together. She said,
Yeah,
we all currently live together, and he won't go. Jersey Jojo says, no, permission is never a thing from a husband. Well,
yeah,
I agree about the permission part. I don't think you need permission from your wife either. I think permission is a bad word in a relationship.
yeah.
How
I
about
mean, it'd be
having a conversation? Come on.
yeah, it'd be different if you wanted to go out with some fucking random dude or something, but you're going out with your family and you
Right.
live together.
Right.
See, no, you don't need fucking permission for that.
And it's a meal. It's 5 minutes away. Like, how long is it going to take? I mean, God, even if he does work and he
Listen,
wanted to spend time, like,
yeah, I wouldn't care if it took 3 fucking hours. You still don't need permission to go to dinner with your family.
exactly. It's insane. Permission is just it's like a curse word in a relationship. It just sends all kinds of bad messages. It just means something totally different.
Yeah.
Illuminati says, no, he's an asshole, no question. Belinda said, sounds made up. I agree, because I cannot believe this one, just the way it's written. There's got to be something else going on. But yep, Jersey Jojo says it does. And Kristen wants to know what era they're in, right? She might have left some things out. No, she's not my ex-husband. It was just like that. He even told me I had to have his permission to wear makeup and to get my hair done. April, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah,
That's
just
that's
nuts.
oppressed. I mean, that's oppression. That's just not cool. I'm glad that I see the word X in there. Not if you are, suffering because of it, but because that you don't have to be oppressed anymore for that reason. Julianne says, oh, that guy's a super asshole and hopefully soon to be ex. I can't. I mean, she's got to be leaving stuff out because I can't believe, that this is.
Hey, like I said, my daughter left her ex not that long ago because he was the same kind of asshole.
Right? Absolutely. Let him know where you're going on the way out the door, Deborah says.
Yeah.
Good plan. Tiny says, I'd never date or marry someone like that. Eek, yo, not that cool. No, it's not cool at all. I agree 100%. It's more common than you think. I agree, Sandy. I'm just fortunate enough that I don't really hang out, like you said above, which I missed that comment, that I just don't hang out with people like that. So I don't have them around me. So I don't have to. And my brothers aren't like that. My dad, my stepdad, nobody's like that. More respectful and communicating. Like, permission is just not a good. It's just a bad word in a relationship, as far as I'm concerned. So this is going to be a vote, people. If you think the writer, who is the woman who wants to go to dinner with her family, but didn't get permission from her husband, if she's an asshole for not getting that permission first, vote number 1. If husband is an asshole for even thinking that she needs permission, vote number 2. If they're both assholes, number 3. Number 4, yay porn. Number 5, the GoFundMe for the strip club. I'm getting used to saying that, and I kind of like the sound of it. And number 8, Chris is the asshole. But we love you, Chris, because we actually really like assholes around here. So in some weird way, it's a compliment, just like getting drop-beared. It's a compliment. So I'm going to. I think. Oh, the chat's right with me with most of this.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely going 2 and 8.
2 and 8.
2 and 8
is very popular. It seems like 8 is going to win the day today, I think. What? Beaver, you're getting very clever with your phone numbers, like keeping you busy at least. There you go. It's like I can't even keep up with your comments. Belinda, Belinda, it was just cheese. You can't let it go. Chris is really a nice guy. Shh, don't let him know I said that though. But he really is a nice guy. Soft cheese and all. I swear. But anyway. Oy. All right. Oh, you think we got a little bit.
We got to pick on him. I mean, he looks like Dumpy Russell Crowe. So,
well, you know, the new haircut, kind of, a little.
Oh yeah,
he looked more like Crowe now than he did before. But thank God he's not like Russell Crowe though. Just a little, just a haircut actually. But all right, here we go. You ready? You ready?
All right, let's go.
You're going to get us for this if we keep it up. I'm going to get in trouble every time I have you guys up here. I know it. I'm asking for trouble. Okay. Well, this is good. Am I the asshole for typing Am I the asshole for not being able to speak properly on my own fucking stream? Yes, I am. Let's start again. Okay. Am I the asshole for telling people in the cinema to shut the fuck up? So me and my wife decided to go to the movies, and when the movie started, a group of people were constantly talking. At first, I didn't mind too much, but 20 or 30 minutes into the movie, it started getting annoying. Now, just to be clear, I don't care if people talk during the movies as long as others don't get annoyed by it. So anyways, I asked them, can you please talk less loud? They were quiet for some minutes before they started talking again. This time I said, can you please stop talking? I'm trying to watch a movie. After which they stopped again. Now they started talking yet again, after which I said, yo, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to watch a movie. Now the question is, am I the asshole for telling others to shut the fuck up?
See, I don't think so. Like, I'm with this guy. Listen, you talk all you want, but if your talking is louder than the movie in a movie theater, shut the fuck up.
Exactly. We paid to be there. Could you please just be like quiet? Like, can you go to a coffee shop and have your conversation? Go to the bathroom. Go to the back row where they're making all that other noise and stuff back there. Like, go in the back. You know, go just get out of the good seats and go way in the back and talk back there. You don't need to be there talking. It's a movie. It's not your house. It's not your couch, right?
Yeah, I look at it like this. Like you said, I paid money to be there. If I can't enjoy this movie because you're being loud and obnoxious and shit, you're taking my money. I'm losing money now because you won't shut the fuck up. So at that point, you got two choices. I'm going to tell you to shut the fuck up, and you're either going to do it or we're going to handle it outside.
Exactly. And you see, even the nice person in the chat, Sandy, who is definitely not an arsehole, yes, she would also tell them, and she's not an arsehole. So I agree with you, definitely. And you're getting points because you told somebody to shut the fuck up. The chat is loving you now. So, okay. Hawkskull says they broke cinema code. They should shut the fuck up. Yes, yeah. I agree, Hawkskull. And hello, thank you for joining us. I did. Christopher, it is Christopher always. Thank you for being here. It is rude to talk in the theater once the movie starts, even though we do it. I guess we're all a little bit guilty of it, but not like he was asked 3 times. 3 times. Tiny says, well, in honesty, she takes clients with disabilities who can't control their sound and stuff. But you know what? I could understand that. Though. That's different. We would actually be very tolerant of that. It is this person who was told 3 times who just can't stop. I mean, I don't think that's the issue here. But I understand that there's plenty of people who can't control impulse. And I'm very familiar with those issues. And they're not going to be able with the loud noises or anything, but that's a different situation. I doubt anybody should tell them that. And I don't think anybody would. They would see obviously that they can't control it. Nasi said, I would be mortified if I was talking too loud in a movie and the people had to tell me to shut up. Same goes for my kids. Me too. Like, even if you're whispering to somebody, oh, can I have like the goobers or the raisinets or whatever? And, if somebody hears you and goes, shh, I get embarrassed, I definitely would get embarrassed, if I was making too much noise, moving around, even crunching too loud. I guess I'm just weird. I don't know. However, if my son keeps squealing off the top of his lungs for a long time, I'll take him out for a break. I get that, you do, but that's why nobody would be very aggressive about it, because they see you're trying,
Yeah.
and that's a totally different situation.
Yeah, that's different. It sounds like a bunch of freaking, young people or whatever that think, oh, we could just do what we want and nobody's going to do anything about it.
Mm-hmm. Deborah says, I would probably not use the same language. True. He did say it like twice nicer, though. And then finally, he just had to, he just had to do it. And I'm kind of with him. Like, by the third time, I might, I don't know. I might have used that language. I might not have. I guess it would depend on what time of the day and the rest of the people that were there. If there were children all over the place, maybe not. If it was like that kind of movie. If it was an adult movie and it's like the after 10 o'clock stream, like that I usually would go. I like the late ones, like after 10 and 11, And if it was full of adults, I could use that language comfortably. If he's being
like
that
I
much
said,
of an asshole.
Me, more than likely, I'd be like, listen, you want to watch this movie or you want to get punched in the face? Your choice.
That's okay. So he probably would rather get cursed out, to tell you the truth, than punched in the face. So Number one, if you think he's an asshole for calling out the people in the theater, vote number one. If you think the people in the theater are the assholes, vote number two. If they're both assholes, vote number three. If number four is yay porn, number five is the GoFundMe for the strip club. And I heard it's going to be a male strip club. And it's going to be a gay strip club I was going to go to too. And I think that's going to be fun. Also, I think that I'm going to add no, I'm not. Number 8 is Chris.
Well, what were you going to add? I'm curious now.
Yeah, I was going to say. No, I got to think about it. I'm going to think about it. Oh, I'm going to. What? Okay.
My answers are pretty consistent. I'm sticking with 2 and 8.
2, 4, 5, and 8. Okay, there we go. All right. We got time for another one before I bounce you out to take care of what you need to take care of for the day. Let's see.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got to go let life kick my ass again.
Yeah, I'm going to send you out on a good one.
All right.
Here we go. All right. It's short and sweet, just like fireworks and jalapeno peppers. Am I the asshole for not being comfortable with my partner having sleepovers with the opposite gender? I'm a 22-year-old female and my partner is a 27-year-old male. My partner has a female best friend who is gay. My partner wants to move back to his home state where all his friends are. He wants me to move with him. He asked me to think about it, if I would be okay with him having sleepovers with his female friend. He also said that sometimes they'll want to go out clubbing together without me, and if it would be okay if he crashed at her place or if she crashed at ours. I also found out that she has given him showers when he's drunk. Am I being insecure about this? Side note, he has promised to donate his sperm to her, and the means of how they will do this is unknown. I have also heard them joke about having sex. Am I the asshole for not being comfortable with him having sleepovers with his friend? Are you only okay with your partner having sleepovers with people of the same gender? Edit. He said that if she wants to have sex to conceive, he's willing to have sex with her.
Yeah. I think there's more going on there than just friends.
Yes. And yes. There's a lot going on there. There's so much going on there that girlfriend needs to just kick him to just go. Girlfriend, or I don't even want to vote on whether you're an asshole or not. Pack your shit and go. This is too involved. There's
Yeah.
like emotional. First of all, if they're not in a relationship, him and his, let's just call it his friend, if he and his friend are in this relationship, they are so emotionally connected right now. He's gonna give her sperm to have her child, and they go clubbing, and oh, girlfriend can't come, like, and I'm pre-telling you all this so you don't get upset, so there's no issue. No, like, bad stuff's gonna happen. This is just wrong.
Yeah.
This is wrong on so many levels. This is a three-way relationship that cannot survive. And unfortunately, new girlfriend, who's not actually a friend, is the one that's going to be left out in the cold.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But why don't they want the author to come along? Exactly, Hawk Skull. That tells me there's a problem. That, and don't say anything about it. Like, I'm telling you about it ahead of time, that all this stuff is going to be going on.
Well, yeah, they don't want her to come along because he's donating his sperm.
That's the thing, Jersey Short. Oh, he's like he's not just donating the sperm. He's willing to have sex with her to do it. Okay, that tells me something right there. Like, oh, just throw yourself on the sword, dude. No problem. And my girlfriend should be perfectly fine because I'm being charitable. Oh my God. No. Like, anybody with eyes could see what's going on here. No way. It's a situation of can't have that, want that, gonna stay close to it. And girlfriend should run away until he deals with his own emotional baggage about this whole situation, because this is a hot mess, a terrible hot mess. She don't deserve this. Then when she was a kid, they'll be doing the family things without her too. That's right. They're going to be tied together forever. And if you think you have issues now, wait till then. That's going to be, An adult overnight is called a booty call, not a sleepover. Yes, it is, if it's in the same bed. I agree with you. Like, go out and get drunk later so that we can always say, but we were drunk. Yeah, I get it. Oh, Beaver, I'm not gonna put that up, but I agree with you. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Your voice sounds like Bill Burr, old grumpy. It was bugging me the whole 5 seconds I've been here. Oh, Bill Burr. Do you know who that is?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. She could be student.
I'm not trying to sound like an asshole, but it's grumpy old dude. All you have to remember that name. My name is G-O-D.
Oh, I knew one day I'd meet. I can't believe today is the day. Yo, I'm gonna be famous. I'm gonna be YouTube famous.
Angels are gonna be singing and shit.
Do you guys realize that I just got to do an AITA with God? Who knew? I did. I'm dumbstruck now. What am I gonna do? Okay, I gotta calm myself down for this. 5 minutes. There are situations where girls are too jealous of their dude's girlfriends, and this isn't one of them. That's right.
Yeah,
because
this ain't one of them.
Yeah, this is not one of them at all. At all. Oh, there's like, not an asshole. I don't like when people say
Dogwood,
right? Because the name of her channel is Do Good Letters, and we all, even her friends like myself, mess it up all the time.
I do, just like we do.
I messed yours up, but I'm still, Don't hate me, God. Don't hate me. I could choke saying that. Oh my God. Oh God.
It's amazing when people realize grumpy old dude initials spell out G-O-D. And they're like, oh, now I know why you picked that name. Well, it's one reason. Yeah.
Now I will remember it better. But actually, I'm just going to stick to calling you something else. I'm going to think of something else now. I know. Oh God, that influence is too much for me.
You can always be like my father and be like, "Hey, asshole."
This is true. This is true. Why? No. Okay, I'm sorry. I am laughing too hard. I get it. I just can't even talk right now. Yeah, keep calling. It's not lipstick, Viva. It's curse words. It's like, it's like it is. All right. So on that one, did we vote? We didn't even get to vote, did we?
No,
Let's
we didn't
vote
even
so I
vote.
could get you out of here on time for your next adventure.
So
I mean, I bet you
what?
God's got a lot to do tonight, I'm sure.
No,
But
I hope not.
well, from what I've seen, you've been taking a lot of time off. So
I'm freaking tired.
Anyway, okay. So if the writer, the girlfriend, the actual supposed girlfriend is the asshole, the operator, vote number 1. If the boyfriend, if you could call him that, number 2, is he the asshole? Number 3, if they're both assholes, including the girlfriend over there giving him showers and asking for his sperm, that would be number 3. Number 4 would be yay porn. Number 5 for the final tonight would be the GoFundMe for the strip club fund. And for the final time tonight, vote number 8 if you think that Chris is the ultimate asshole. It's been the best asshole we had on this show. No offense, God. Don't want to, offend God, but, Chris was a real good asshole. He's a good asshole.
Oh, yeah.
So Chris is always the asshole. Yeah.
Well, all right. So 2 is for the boyfriend. 3 is for the boyfriend's so-called friend.
Right.
Okay. So I'm going with 2, 3, and 8.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8 for me. I'm very busy with my numbers today. 2 because he did not propose 3 ups. Okay. I like that. I do. Oh, I do think Belinda. Oh, Belinda, I missed your comment from way up here. Here, before you go, this is what she said. I think he's trying to break up with her, to be honest. He's moving in. He's telling her he's going to be doing shady shit. He's done, but doesn't want the scene. Exactly. He's like preparing her for all the crazy ass shit that's going to happen or she's going to find out about. And like, he really is asking her if she's going to be okay with it. I'm like, what is wrong with him? Like, he does not want this relationship. Like, girl, pack your bags, get out of there. It's over. You just don't know it yet. Like, you don't have a relation.
That definitely makes him an asshole then. You don't want to be with her. Just tell her, hey, look, this ain't working out.
Exactly.
It's not that hard. I mean, if you're that freaking scared, don't have a girlfriend at all.
I actually have more respect for men who do that. Just honest up front. I think they do better. They have more friends, easier, honest, none of that crying, carrying on, harassing phone calls later and all that other stuff. But it's easy because it all comes down to what I say every single one of these episodes on these streams. I say it all comes down to communication and compromise. If you don't do those, you're an asshole, no matter how you play out in any of these scenes.
Yeah.
If you're not communicating with the people involved or trying to have some kind of compromise, you're definitely going to come out on the asshole end of all of these situations for sure. But on that, grumpy old dude, thank you so much for being here. It was fun.
Thank you. This was fun.
I hope we entertained you a little bit. I know you got a lot of things you need to take care of, all those God duties and stuff like that. I didn't know. I mean, the nerve of me, a little bear like me, asking God to take an hour of his time to come on my stream. I'm verklempt. I'm overwhelmed. I can't believe it. This is like, and that you did it? Oh, I don't know.
Well, of course.
I don't know. Just don't call me one of those chosen ones, man. I'll have to burn myself.
Well,
don't do it.
Now, to let everybody know, this is definitely a God approved channel, and hopefully,
yeah, way to sink it. Okay.
Hopefully, I'm gonna get my shit together here, and we're gonna get Claire to come over to my channel and do a show.
I get to go to God's place. This is awesome.
Yeah, come out and have a grumpy chat.
Oh, I will definitely do that. And yes, the grumpy old dude does have a channel, and it is listed in the description. I'll go make sure everything's correct right after stream. I'm going to put his Twitter on there too because he's funny. Go ahead and follow him. And if you want to get into good harassment, just go tag him. Drag them into some
Yeah.
shit. It'll be worth the entertainment for you for sure. But I have been ordained. Thank you to do good letters. I appreciate that. I have been ordained now. I don't know how I'm going to live up to it, but I'll see if I can take the pressure. Probably everything's going to go to hell now, right? Isn't that what usually happens? Isn't that usually the way it goes with these things? I got a half a clue here. Okay. On that note, I'm going to put the outro on, and it plays for a little while if you want to talk in chat. And thank you again for being here. I hope you come back again sometime. And you're always welcome to stop by Mayhem. And we'll see you. We'll see you next time.
All right. Be safe, everybody.
All right. In the chat we go. Oh, I got to get the right one. I told you I'm not good at this, right?